Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about Jorge Martin saying there is no excuse for the crash that happened at the Saxon Ring. Now, speaking after the race, Martin said, "I think I rode perfectly. I felt fantastic, much better than in free practice or in qualifying. I will wait to see the analysis, but I don't really want to look at it now because it's pointless anyway. The crash in Jerez, the crash in Mugello, and here now the crash. These three crashes have all felt very similar. There must be something in my riding style or in my head that I don't know what, but there is something that makes me crash. But there is no excuse for that. I wasn't the king of the paddock before, and just as I am not the worst right now. What makes a good champion is the ability to learn from his mistakes. This is a very important day in my career." Now, I think, if I'm honest, Jorge is probably taking this better than I expected him to. There's a lot of things going on about, was it just a mistake? Was it that he was feeling the pressure? Was it, that this is common for Jorge Martin? Okay, he's had three crashes that all have felt very, very similar. And you will remember Mandalika, I believe it was last year, when he got the lead and then he threw it down the road in a similar style as well, losing the front. But I don't know, there's something with Martin. I believe, if I'm very honest, he was very comfortable in his pace, as he was saying. He was happy with the bike. And I do believe that it was just a genuine mistake. It's very easy for us to sit here and say, oh yeah, he's cracking under pressure and this, that and the other. Pecco believes it would have been a brilliant last couple of laps, the two of them battling away. But, I genuinely believe that these two riders are so close to the cutting edge that these things do happen, and it kind of makes them look silly. Whereas normally you look at a race, the rider in front maybe has a second of a gap, can kind of roll off to 0.2 of a second. This wasn't the case in this race. Pecco was coming. He knew Pecco was coming. We've seen Martin be, how would I say, sensible in the past, where if he didn't have it towards the end, he wouldn't make the bike do it. Losing 5 points to Pecco wouldn't have been a bad thing compared to losing the whole 25 points to Pecco. So, I think Martin has matured, but I just think this one was just a genuine mistake because the two riders were just so close to the edge. If you look at their pace, both of their paces was quite good. Martin particularly was very consistent, and, realistically, they were in a league of their own. There was no one could stay with them, stay near them. So for me, when I look at it, I just think it was a genuine mistake. I don't think it was necessarily that he was cracking under pressure, because we have seen him be sensible before. I also think, what he is doing with it right now, not over-analysing it, going off to the summer break and kind of dealing with it when he gets back, which I think is probably the proper order too. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think of Jorge Martin's comments? And do you think it was just a mistake, or did he crack? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.